Hello.
Yeah, we were just having a little bit of an issue rolling the thingers, but that's all on me
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't
for
think that was
sure.
a we
So we're
issue,
just a little bit
Michael.
late. What's that? Sorry?
I said, I don't think that was a we having an issue. I think it was just a Michael having an issue.
Right. That too, yeah. But it looks like it's another one of those gosh darned Socaber streams. But it is what it is. And happy NaNoWriMo. Also all.
Woot woot.
And happy NaNoWriMo to you, Laura, and you, Kelly, my lovely guest hosts for the stream. Would you like to say the thingy things or anything like that? Maybe if you've got something you'd like to say or something?
Sure. I'm Laura Nettles. I will be streaming tonight on Barrett Laurie's channel where we do romance prompts every Friday. So that is at probably 7:30 p.m., 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah.
Nice.
And Roy is just one.
And a wild Roy also.
Yes.
Heard for sure. You are heard, wild Roy.
They hear you, sir.
We hear your plight. Singing the blues, as usual.
Yeah. And my name is Kelly, but on the internet, I am a woman of many names. Oh, baby. Oh. But most of you know me from my writing as Veronica King. This is my book. It's coming out in December. You can pre-order and get 4 random stickers. I'm just going to show everyone my favorite 4 because I did these myself.
Yeah.
Comes out next month.
Yeah, I'm like super nervous about it coming out, but like, you know what? It's just a stepping stone and a starting spot. That is
just kind of like the cold feet or however they say it.
Yeah, I've just been in denial that it's happening, honestly. That's a thing. I've been in denial. Like, this isn't really happening. I'm just going to continue to do the steps I'm supposed to, and it's not going to happen. It's going to be a gotcha at the end.
Yeah, I do feel like that is a stage in the related psychological process or something.
Yeah. Oh, and
exciting though.
Yeah, and then tonight I'm going to be on with Anne Sophie for Capture the Words. So it's going to be a fun time.
Right. Yeah. I've just put saved the playlist to my library just now, actually, for that. So,
where did you find the playlist?
Jess's channel.
I think Jess's channel. I went to playlists and then. Yeah, but indeed, Capture the Words. Yeah, cool. So actually, though, what are y'all planning on working on for the stream? I know we were talking about this a bit backstage, but if you'd like to tell the peeps and all.
So I'm doing the day job, and it is waiting on things. So it is, I pass stuff off, and then I'm like, you told me this would be ready last Friday. It's been a whole week, and this is still not ready for me. What is going on?
Oh, yeah.
This character needs teeth. Help. So, yeah.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. That sounds awful.
They're the ones who want it badly, so you want it, you gotta give it to me.
Yeah, you put it in an interesting way, though, there, Laura, to your credit.
Does the character actually need physical teeth?
You broke up a lot. What?
Oh, fuck me. Does the character actually need physical teeth?
Yes. It's a monster.
It's all gum right now.
Yeah.
So right now it's kind of like a hot rod, but without the flame job on it yet.
Well, it's oh no, I'm being attacked by a monster with no pants and no teeth.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
hilarious. How could you even be scared? Love that.
Is this monster wearing like boxers or briefs? I mean, maybe that could be.
It's like a Ken doll.
Right.
That's great.
Good old Kendall.
Yeah.
I'm going to be working on my nano words for book 3 for the Adventures in Thimbleton trilogy. I am almost done with those words today, and the goal is to finish up the chapter I'm on and then switch to doing some reading. I'm reading Newsletter Ninja because this is a library book, and I'm going to be in town tomorrow, and I would love to drop it back off while I'm in town.
Ah, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. For the stream, I'm going to be writing. I'm going to be working on my poem. And I'm thinking that just in terms of the 3 sprints, if I even just do my best to write as well as I can over those 3 sprints, that'll like put the end, that'll basically let me reach my goal writing wise for the day. So,
Nice.
yeah. Was I going to say something else?
Is this
I'm
your
not
nano
sure.
project?
Sorry?
Is this your nano project?
Well, not really. It's my actual poem that I'm working on, but I'm working on my poem for Nano for sure. So yeah, I guess in that sense it is.
Nice.
It is. I guess NaNoWriMo stands for National Novel Writing Month, and I'm not actually writing a novel, but
But
we'll
at this
just
point, you could be a rebel. You can do
yeah,
your own thing.
that's true. Yeah.
And don't you have a write-a-thon coming up, Michael?
I do actually, yeah. So my write-a-thon, Writer Castle Stiegel Warfer is coming up later this month, the weekend of the 18th. Yeah, and thanks, Kelly, for giving me the chance to plug that, but I do hope to see you there. Woot woot.
I'm just making a note of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And JC's here. Hi, JC. And Nikki's here. Hi, Nikki. And Phoebe. Hi. Currently looking through my story outline, trying to find a scene I could be bothered to write. Okay. If that's not a
I
movie.
feel this in my soul.
Yeah. Totally.
Hmm.
Rose is here. Hi, Rose. What's up? And Laura, this is for you with love from Nikki.
Yeah.
Nikki, I need to be outlining. All right. That sounds
Especially
good.
since the
I don't know
textures
less.
are busted and he's very shiny.
Oh,
They're trying
well,
to fix how shiny he is.
the plot thickens, huh?
Shiny, toothless, pantsless thing.
Yeah.
Sounds like a paranormal love interest.
A monster in more ways than one, huh?
Ugh.
Well, should we go ahead and get a head start into our first sprint then for the stream so the peeps can take a set and also start with the words and all that?
Hell yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah, so 3 23-minute sprints for the stream. That's what I've got planned, if that's okay. But yeah, indeed. Good luck, all. Yay, that's the end of our first sprint. How'd y'all do?
Good. How'd you do, Laura?
Good. Yeah, did some day job stuff. Well, I had some Disneyland content on the background.
Oh,
Love that.
Yeah. It
there you
was
go.
somebody walking through the parks at night with all the ambient sound.
Ooh, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
My childhood.
I finished the chapter I needed to for book 3. Plug that
Oh,
into the
awesome.
Nano website. Yeah, I was really pumped. So today for that, I wrote 1,762 words. Called it
Ooh.
that. Yeah, I'm not doing anymore. I'm like, okay, I'm done with this one. Now my reward is later tonight I can work on Project Sluts for Stars. But I did the Instagram things because Sam made some really nice graphics for the Nano author takeover, NaNoWriMo edition for the publishers channel that we're doing. So I plugged that in and then I opened up to the last chapter I was on for this and have it ready to go for the next sprint.
Ooh, nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
I did pretty darn good for the sprint. For my writing, I kept plugging away at it. I was quite finding the words, so I can't complain,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, in the sprint, we had a couple lovely peeps pop in, with the chat. Just a sec here. Jess popped in. Hi, Jess. Also, Kira. Hi, Kira. Stumbled across this at the perfect time. Really struggling with motivation this evening. Okay, well, hopefully we can help you out with that, Kira. And that's totally what we're here for. We're at your service. And Nicole's here also. Hi, Nicole. What's up? Look at this here, Nicole. I have a job interview on Monday. Oh,
Awesome.
Good luck with that. We'll send you all the good vibes for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting, though. And look at this here.
Disappointment, Phoebe. Disappointment.
Well, Phoebe, there's still 2 more sprints to go for sure. So, yeah. And Nicole, I'm also making toast, so I can use some homemade pear butter I got from a church friend. Ooh,
Nice. This is the second time I've heard about pear butter in 2 days.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I'm more
Could
of an
be.
apple butter girly myself.
Yeah. I can't say I'm familiar with pear butter or apple butter, actually. It could be just me, or I don't know. It could be a regional kind of thing. I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah. And Heather's here. Hi, Heather. What's up? Yeah. Well, we could go ahead and get into our round of Socaber for the stream at this point.
Woot woot.
I need explained again what the rules are of the game.
Oh, I like to think at least there's no rules. It's just I'll have a banner that I'll just put up here in a sec. It'll be sort of like a starting point for us. It'll kind of give a premise, whatever it is. And then Laura, because of how she's in the sort of number 1 spot, she can just get us started with the narrative. And, she can go as long or as short as she likes, just like you also there, Kelly. And then we can just go around the screen clockwise over and over and develop the story like that. That's really it. There's no...
There's no rules. The neural spicy panic that's happening right now.
The rule is built off of what has come before.
Okay, thank you, Laura. I think
Yeah, you could even not do that at all if you wanted, to just throw a total wrench in the game and take it wherever you want it. But
Okay.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
all a dream.
Yeah. Actually.
No.
Oh. And Socaber. Yeah. So
What?
indeed, Socaber stands for stream of consciousness, adventuring by exciting relay. So
Oh.
that also just kind of explains what it is and stuff. And there's no rules and all that. But yeah. But we've got this
Well,
banner here.
if I'm going to be going after Laura,
And
I'm first going to be like horror, and then I'll throw like some glitter and rainbows at it.
I like this plan. I approve.
sounds like a deal.
I don't know why you think it'd be horror. What?
I know, and like I'm over here in my cute little raccoon sweater with a heart.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll go ahead and read this for us so we can get started and all that. You awake and sit up, stretching and yawning. It's daybreak. Your sleeping bag is positioned in the sheltering cove you found last evening that's a meter up in the minor rock wall. It's then that you remember. Everyone has mysteriously disappeared, as far as you can tell. It's been 3 days now. You slap your forehead.
Did you do that last time too?
Yeah, it's kind of a thing now. I'm sorry, but
Okay,
This is how we're starting every one now.
a forehead slap.
Forehead. Okay.
so would you like to take it away there, Laura?
Okay. So you have awoken in a cave on a minor rock wall in a sleeping bag, and it turns out that, of course, the cave is damp, and so you are a little uncomfortable, and shimmy out of your sleeping bag, start to roll it up when you notice that the gust of wind in the cave coming from the entrance seems to continually reverse direction, in
Oh my.
and out, and in and out.
Oh dear.
And at this point, the hair on your arm starts to raise, and you're like, how I was so tired I didn't even notice. So yeah, take it away, Kelly.
Okay, so it's clearly we are in something like alive, and we panic and we rush to the outer, like to get to the entrance of what we thought was a cave, and then that's when we notice the sharp teeth that we just kind of slumped over last night. So we're trying our best to like get over them, but then our sweater snags, right? And then the cave like starts shaking, and as the top part of the cave starts slowly coming down, something reaches for us, and we can feel like the hair on the back of our neck like stands up straight, and the the animated cave grabs us and pulls us to the top, and we are looking at this creature right in the face, and it goes, "Oh, I'm so glad you're here. We're having a party, and I thought no one would come." And then pass it off to Michael.
Okay. So based on this immense creature's accent, you have to figure that it's from Appalachia. But that's all the better, because of all those lovely, friendly
The food's gonna be
Appalachian
great.
groups, and so you, yeah, you think to yourself that you're rather in a state of shock, in more ways than one. And what's this idea of a party? You're not so sure if you're in a party and kind of mood. Right at the moment, you're more about not dying and surviving and stuff like that. Um, but you kind of then just with a few seconds, you calm down a little bit and you get your bearings just a little bit. The creature actually does turn you right side up because of how it was kind of holding you, dangling by the right leg. It's now turned you right side up, and you're kind of sitting on the edge of the palm of its hand, and so a definite improvement there. But now with a few seconds and all, you calm down a bit, and you start to think about what you could say to kind of like worm your way out of this awkward social situation, which is, relating to this party that you kind of don't want to go to and you kind of want to get out of, but, there's all the awkwardness and everything. And so you think for a bit, and then you indeed open your mouth to speak, and you say, ... I shall pass it on to Laura.
So you're sitting on the hand of a creature that looks like a rockwork mountain. The whole mountain was the creature. And you ask it, what is the party for? And you sound like you're from Appalachia. What are you doing over here? It says, well, we found the Appalachia wives. They're called the Rocky Mountains. And so we have scooched our way across the country to find our long lost wives. And we are throwing a party. And that explains why there were so many earthquakes and volcanic eruptions and everything. And that's why everybody else has died in this country. But these poor mountain creatures have found their long lost loved ones and are being reunited. Take it away, Kelly.
And so we, the last human, with no other friends or family or loved ones of our own, agree to go to this party. And it's beautiful. And, we are just sitting there thinking about all the lives lost through the many earthquakes and volcanic eruptions and all the things that we survived. And then as a gift, the Appalachian Mountains present to the Rocky Mountain wives us as a gift, and then us to meet our demise as we go down one of the wives' throats, and that's the end.
Or is it?
I don't know. I don't know when we end.
We end at the end of the stream.
Yes. Okay, it ends when it ends. Okay. Well, I thought the next one we do a different stream. All right, or does it end? We don't know.
Well,
now,
go for it, Michael.
I'm game. I'm down for the challenge of getting us out of this one. But actually, I will do. But also, I'll just catch up quickly in the chat while I'm doing that. But look at this here, Nikki. I've been making my pumpkin spice lattes with pumpkin butter. Look at that. Look at that. Nice.
Yummy.
And Nicole, it's so good. I dipped a pinky into the pear butter to try it. Y'all should get some. Okay, duly noted. Indeed, pear butter. And I think this was like the Appalachian thing,
Yes.
Nikki would know, right?
Yes.
And Caitlin's here. Hi, Caitlin. What's up? How are you? Oh, look at this. Very
It is
Ent-like.
Ent-inspired.
Yeah. Ent, right?
Yep. Lord of the Rings for the win.
Yeah. So how are we going to get out of this one? So You know,
I'm so
it's
sorry.
it's quite a morning already at this point. Oh, wait a minute. No, I take that back. The party, we've gone through the party and everything, right? So,
We're in a different time
um,
zone now.
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Okay.
We went to bed in Appalachia and woke up in California.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's been an interesting couple of days, you have to say. Um, but yeah, here you are now in the stomach of this Rocky Mountain uh, wives, and it's awfully dark, actually, not surprisingly. Um, but you kind of find that you can sit cross-legged quite comfortably, actually. Um, and it seems as if the digestive system of Rocky Mountain wives is quite unexpected and quite, different from what you might think and all. And you seem to be living on just fine. For some reason, you can breathe. It's not so easy, but you can get by, and you don't feel like you're being literally digested by stomach juices and stuff like that. Um, and so you kind of just think to yourself, well, maybe I can actually get out of this, if I'm patient enough. And sure enough, an hour goes by, and then another hour goes by, and you can still breathe, and you're still okay and stuff, even though it's still dark. And then another hour goes by, and you fall asleep, and then you wake up, and you're not even sure how many more hours have gone by. And then you get like rumblings of rumblings. And something certainly seems to be happening that seems maybe to be bowel movement related. And another mere 2 hours later, you find yourself popping and dropping out of some kind of orifice.
We've been ate and digested all in
And
moments.
and suddenly there's bright light of day, and gravity is quite taking over also, and you find yourself dropping and dropping and dropping, and you land splash into a small lake of some sort.
Okay.
So yeah.
So, you have been digested, but your body seems all right. So, you take stock of yourself and think, what did the mountain take from me that it digested and got sustenance from? And it's then that you realize it took your most precious memory. And so you can no longer remember your own family.
Oh,
and
dear.
So you're like, shoot dang, I will never remember what my mother's hair color was, what her song was that she would sing to me to sleep.
About
And
that.
you start to cry. But at that point you remember, not only are you a minor, but you're a minor, and you will get revenge. And therefore, you are in this lake beneath the crust of the earth, and you are determined to claw your way back up through the Rocky Mountain and get your revenge. And possibly, if possible, reclaim your stolen memories.
Well, I don't know where I'm going to go with that. That is magnificent.
Wait, how did we get under the ground, though? That's just...
The lake it's beneath the Earth's crust, and there must be a fissure from all of the tectonic movement of the mountains moving that Sunlight
I
can
see.
pierce beneath the crust.
Okay, so it's a lake, but it's an underground lake. It's
Yes.
a subterranean lake, in other words.
Yes.
Okay, I see. Thanks for clearing that up.
Journey to the center of the earth.
Yes.
So we sling off our pickaxe off of our back, and we're like, we can do this. And on the axe's handle, we see carvings of a name, and we don't recognize the name. So not only did this mountain take our most precious memories of our family, our friends, our loved ones that we no longer, can remember, but it also took away our ability to read.
Oh no!
So we're
Oh,
even
dear.
more angry. So we start going back up the insides of the mountain. And as we are climbing our way through, we come across some signs, and we're kind of confused on why. Also, I just need to take a pause and need to break fourth wall. I love how we are using we, the royal we, but Michael is using you.
Yeah.
That tells something about us.
Neurodivergence.
Yeah, as emotionally or something there as storytellers where we're okay, I'm disconnected from this versus okay, I'm in the thick of it with you.
I am digested.
Yes. So we're climbing our way back up, and we start seeing these land markers and these signs, and we're looking at it, and we're like, huh, interesting. There's this street has a name, but we can't read it because we also don't remember how to read. But there are two arrows pointing in opposite directions, right? So we don't know what to do. But what we hear is a faint sound of whistling. Right? We hear a faint sound of whistling coming from the right. And something in our bones tell us that we shouldn't go that way. But we don't know what's scarier, going down the path where there's dead silence or going down the path where there is some noise. So we follow down the path of the noise. And as we're pushing past rocks and boulders and snaking our way through this labyrinth of the Rocky Mountain wives and innards, we start hearing a song. And the song sounds vaguely familiar, though we can't place our pickaxe on it. But it goes something like, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, it's off to work we go, da 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 da, hi ho, hi ho. And at that point in time, Michael, take it away.
Oh dear. I might need to take a sec, catch up with the comments, and think about it. But
Grab some chips.
dot. But yeah. Yeah. Heather's actually popped in. Hi, Heather. Indeed. I joined at an interesting time. Dark being digested.
Mm-hmm. By a
Yes.
literal mountain.
Yeah.
Of rock.
Yeah. Here I thought he was talking about talking about how the weather was getting darker, then it got really dark and dirty. Yeah. And Jules is here. Hi, Jules. How are you? What's up? Look at this.
That was actually a reference to Galaxy Quest, if anybody knows that movie.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Alan Rickman, Sigourney Weaver, Tim Allen.
Logan mainly watched that.
Yeah. I've seen that years ago.
Tony Shalhoub. Yeah. There's a part where there's they're miners, not miners.
Yeah. And look at this. Yeah. Okay. So maybe I can go, and then we can call it a first round of 3 for the game, and then we can get into a second sprint. But yeah, I don't know. Gosh. So you indeed kind of wait for just a while, and the singing indeed grows louder as it comes closer, and then around the bend, not far away in the rocky wall of the paths. Um, sure enough, actually, you spot 7 dwarves coming your way,
Are you
and
sure it's not 8?
uh, huh? Wait, what?
There's an
How
imposter
many?
among them.
Oh, well, sure enough, a line of dwarves comes around the rocky bend, and you go ahead and you try and count them, and you seem to come up with the number 8. Um, but because they've kind of got their gazes down, they don't see you until they're just about upon you, and they're quite surprised, actually, to see you. They suddenly give a start and stop and look at you with surprise. And the dwarf at the front goes ahead and says something and asks you who you are and stuff like that. And you cannot help but to detect um, the twang um, of an unmistakable North Carolina accent. Oh, and so you go ahead and ask these 8 dwarves if they are indeed from the Carolinas, and they seem even more surprised as they indeed agree that they are so. Um, and it seems actually that they're from Randleman, North Carolina.
Oh,
Um, but then they kind of press you a little bit, and they say, please don't change the topic by talking about accents and whatnot. Um, but please answer our questions. And please at least um, tell us who you are and what you're doing here.
There, the other side, you see.
And so, yeah, it seems as if indeed they would like to know who you are and what you're doing here. Um, but we will kind of leave that, as we've been saying, as a little bit of a cliffhanger, I guess. And um, we'll let Laura think of that, and we'll get back to it, after our second sprint. But yeah, how's that sound?
woo. Sounds good.
I'm writing the questions. All right. So the questions are who we are and what are we doing, or why are we there?
Who we are and what we're doing there, I think. Basically, whatever the order might be between the two, but yeah.
Just like
Yeah. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into our second sprint then at this point for sure. Good luck all.
share the timer.
Oh,
Woot woot.
And yay, that's the end of our second sprint. How'd y'all do?
I blame you, Michael.
Uh-oh.
You gave me all that time to think.
Uh-oh.
It's not my fault where the story goes next.
Uh-oh.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
How'd you make out there, Kelly?
I read a little bit. Got some cheese slices that are almost gone because I had a block of cheddar, and earlier we were talking about cheese. It sounded good. I got my dill pickle chips, and I refilled my drink. That's gonna need refilled again soon. And saw what Logan was up to, so that's what I did.
Nice. Yeah, I just took a bit of a break, and I kept up with the writing also, kept on with the writing also. So yeah, not a bad sprint for me. Maybe not quite as good, word-wise or word count-wise as the first, but, that's all good. I'll take it. Actually, Nia popped in during the sprint. Hi, Nia. What's up? Yeah. And look at this here. Woot woot. Look at this. And Nicole, 60 words. Nice. Very nice. Yeah. Well then, there, Laura. What say
Shall
you
I
as per the
recap
game?
the story thus far for those who just arrived?
Sure, that would be great. Thank you very much also.
Okay. We wake up in our sleeping bag in a cave, remembering that the rest of humanity has been wiped out. The air is breathing in and out of the cave, and we realize it's alive. And we try and scramble, and it plucks us out and invites us to a party. And we realize it has an Appalachian accent. And we were like, what the heck? And then they're like, it is a party because we found our wives, the Rocky Mountains, and we have come and we are reconnected. What is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Whatever that word is. They're together again.
United.
So you're united. So
yeah.
we're like, oh, okay. And so then it offers us to the Rocky Mountain wife, and it eats us, and we go into the insides of the mountain, and we lay there for hours in the dark until eventually we are pooped out of the mountain into a subterranean lake. And then we remember we're a miner who's also a miner. So we take our pickaxe and we start hacking our way back up. Oh, also, when we were digested, it removed our memories of our parents and our memory of how to read. So
Right.
we need revenge. So we are making our way back up. We're in the tunnels again, and we hear the dwarves singing "Hi ho, hi ho, so off to work we go." So this is the Socaber story, Eva. So yes,
Hi, Eva.
we see 8 dwarves, and here is what the story picks back up.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the dwarves
Yeah.
have asked us, who are we and what are we doing?
Right.
So we tell the dwarves our name is Billy, and we are on our way for revenge against the mountain who stripped us of our memories and ability to read. And then the 8 dwarves introduce themselves. They are Doc, Happy, Grumpy, Dopey, Bashful, Sleepy, Sneezy, and Lumpy.
Oh.
And the dwarves are like, Lumpy? And Lumpy's like, skin peels and something comes out and the torches blow out. We are all in the dark hearing screaming and things hitting the ground, and we're just terrified, and we don't know where to go because we can't see anything.
Oh.
Suddenly, a torch is lit again, and all we see is Grumpy 1 and Grumpy 2. They won't let us pass. They want us to dispose of the other because they have to protect the other dwarf colonies in the bowels of the Earth's crust. And if this thing gets loose, it could get to the others.
This thing being lumpy?
Uh-huh.
Oh dear.
Your turn, Kelly.
How am I supposed to throw rainbows and glitter on this, Laura?
You got me. I got nothing.
I literally had to go look up the 7 dwarves' names during that sprint.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so we're looking at both of the lumpies. Or lumpies, grumpies. And
Grumpies.
we know one of the grumpies is lumpy.
Yes.
Okay. But they're just so identical. We thought, they could have been identical twins. So we're setting them with our pickaxe. And we thought about how friendly the dwarves seemed at first. And we're like, oh no, the logical thing here would be kill both of them with one swing. Because even though we're a minor, that's a minor. The dwarves, I'm assuming, are either our size or smaller. Maybe we're just a really big minor.
I love it.
We're a big burly minor named Billy. The kid. Billy the kid.
The outlaw.
So, we're sitting there and we're like, okay, the logical thing is to take them both out, but we can't do that with good conscience, right? And so we look down at our axe again and we see the letters and we know we're supposed to recognize those, right?
Right.
And the only letter we can make out is the first letter being D and the last letter being Y, and has little sparkles beside it. So we close our eyes and we try to dream up a different solution, but the only thing that we can keep coming to is we have to take him out. So we swallow the lump in our throat.
The lumpy lump in our throat?
The lumpy lump in our throat. And as we go to kill 2 grumpies with 1 pickaxe swing, the cavern starts to shake. And this dust falls from the top of the cave. And everyone looks up. And it's blue. The dust is blue. And our eyes, we're like, oh no. Are we deceived? Or is this the blue fairy? And pass it off to Michael.
Pinocchio
Oh.
style.
Okay. And so it is, and we think, well, if Grumpy and Lumpy, however they may be, and whichever way, are looking up and distracted by this new development, then it can't be all that bad because it's at least buying us some time or whatever. And so there we all are looking up at this new blue sparkly light. And lo and behold, it does sort of coalesce or, form into a figure. And a figure of a great big fairy, actually. And this fairy is basically suspended in the air, but coming down. slowly. And the big fairy kind of perches on the rock a little way off to the side and a little ways up. And so we're all sort of looking now over to the side and up at this fairy. And the fairy, the big fairy, hashtag big fairy, I don't know. But the big fairy says, as quite a proclamation, one of you is an imposter.
Michael, just recapping everything. That's how you're doing. You're describing with pretty words what I just said about the fairy, and then you're recapping that there is in fact an imposter that Laura set up.
My sincerest apologies. But the big fairy says, one of you is an imposter. But this one of you is also not the only one here. Who's an
Michael,
imposter?
what is going on in your brain? What's going on in your stream of consciousness? I am curious.
And so you can't help but feel some kind of chill down your spine or something like that. And all the dwarves kind of look at each other. They look at you.
All two of them.
Yeah. And the big fairy says, but anyway, I will grant a wish to the first one who murders another.
Okay,
And I'll pass it on to you then at this point, Laura.
Kelly is frozen. Okay. There you are, ish.
Kelly, 3?
I see double twos now. Threes. Yay. Okay. So a shiver has gone up her spine at the proclamation that not only is Lumpy an imposter, but there is another as well.
Right.
And deep in our bones, we know the other one is us.
Is one of the narrators.
A narrator who is old. No, it goes up our spine because we know deep down we are an imposter. We don't know how, but we know we are. And we wonder, is there a way for one imposter to be able to recognize another imposter so we can take out Lumpy and save Grumpy? And so...
Yeah.
Eva over here with poo flicking a cigarette away, and the oldest narrator sweats along his hat line.
Okay, so...
Vote him out.
Okay, so what we decide to do is look at their eyes and see which eyes are reflecting the torchlight incorrectly. If any of them look more animal eyes than human eyes.
Thinking.
We're a smart kid, despite not being able to read anymore. So we look and we see one of the dwarves' set of eyes are more reflective than the other.
Oh.
And so we take our axe and we swing. The blue fairy congratulates us. You have slain Grumpy. Good job.
Oh.
Your wish is my command.
We slay Grumpy or Lumpy?
Grumpy. Apparently,
we're kind of like over one at this point.
apparently, dwarves, subterranean dwarf eyes are different than terranean,
Gosh darn it.
and we didn't know.
Yeah.
Because
And
we're not a smart kid. Because we can't.
We only know what's on the surface. We didn't know about all these subterranean
we're
types.
learning on the job.
We're not cultured.
We're trying.
Yeah. And so we are racked by guilt, feeling we have killed an innocent. We killed Grumpy. Oh no. But we get a wish. Should we wish for our memories back and be selfish? Or should we wish to save those who were slain by Lumpy? And so we sit there in a conundrum for a couple of seconds while Lumpy starts to morph and transform to look like us. And then we say our wish. I wish that all who were slain by Lumpy come back to life. The blue fairy nods, does her wand, and necromancy ensues. Go, Kelly.
Oh.
What time is the stream over, Michael?
Well, Kelly, would you like me to give you a moment there, or a good long moment to think about it while I actually catch up with the comments?
Yeah, I'm going to think on it.
I gotta love a good necromancy.
Yeah. Look at this here. I like this. Your strolls in with Pooh Bear.
Charlotte the Spider Fae.
Yeah. What's this here actually?
I have not seen that short yet. It's on Disney Plus. I need to watch it.
Oh, okay.
But horror.
Oh, and look at this here. Eva, then the giant spider fae extends a web around them all and says, "I'm hungry." Who has raid spray though? What? Pooh flicks his cigarette away. You know what to do. That's funny. Look at this. This is funny. Look at this here. I find this funny also. Eva, everyone just standing there waiting to be asked. I was thinking about like practice swings. Like, do we need to take any practice swings first?
Yes.
Yeah. Eva, Charlotte the large fae eats some Doritos while Eeyore cleans up the blood spray. Oh dear. Look at this here. Nicole, as Peter Parker said in the new Spider-Man 2 game, laying the tracks as they're driving the train.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at this. And look at this. Heather, I'm writing about necromancy, sort of. Nice, nice.
Nice.
At least my story has a necromancer. Very nice.
Have I only written one story with a necromancer so far? I think so.
Sorry?
I think I've only actually written one story with a necromancer so far.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can't say I've ever done, actually.
He's actually frozen in time, and the air gets cold around him, and the grass dies beneath his feet. And it's really fun. And yeah, he
Oh,
sends his creations off to do his bidding. But it's fun.
nice. So there, Kelly. I don't think at this point you can get out of any kind of turn any longer. But what say you?
And you're just gonna elaborate on everything I say anyway, so so as the other dwarves that were slain by Lumpy are rising, the blue fairy starts laughing maniacally, talking about how she was hoping we would do that so she could further collect her undead army, right? And we are panicking watching Lumpy transform into ourselves. So we do what we do best. And we run the fuck out of there.
Oh.
we just run. And we can kind of hear behind us like tentacles like shuffling. And it makes us like so nauseous with fear, right? And we get to another crossroads and we can't read still.
No!
Can we read like arrows, I wonder? Or
well, this time there's pictures. So we follow the picture that has a rainbow on it. Because rainbows are good. What could be dangerous about a rainbow? So
there's no guardrails on rainbows.
So,
Rainbow Road Super Mario Kart?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go with. Don't it mean that way? And there is this course, and there's a rainbow road, and there's all these pets on it. And we just jump on a horse and we go, yeah! But the horse does not move because we are not its owner. So then we start to panic more. And because we can't remember what our pet looked like, if we even had a pet, we just start running down this rainbow road. And we could still hear Lumpy's tentacles getting faster and faster behind us, and just the unsettling sound of the suction cups on the cave floor and now on the rainbow road, and just how they pop whenever they're moving. Oh God. And so we are doing our best to make our way up this rainbow road, and we can see the end. We did like a loop-de-loop and everything. We don't know how gravity works in this like mountain's innards, and we're just kind of rolling with it now with our pickaxe. That's the only thing we're holding on to. And along with our sanity, or what sanity we have left. So then at the end of
what sanity we can like remember and stuff.
Yes. So at the end of the rainbow road, we see a mirror. Just a mirror in a cavern, corridor, whatever the fuck it is. Like, that's the prize. You get first place on the rainbow road. You get a mirror. And on top of the mirror is a blue shell. So we hurry up and turn this mirror around. So Lumpy has to face himself.
Oh.
And then ... Michael, do not describe anything that I or Laura just said up to this point. What does Lumpy see in the mirror?
Well, I will say, just thinking about the time and whatnot. What
Are you going to end this?
What Lumpy sees in the mirror, Lumpy is going to see in the mirror. I think after our third sprint. So I will, kind of try and bookmark that a bit in my mind and think about it, and I'll pick it up from there for us.
Eva, don't give
Eva.
him ideas.
Look at this here. Eva Lumpy is actually blind. He sees nothing. He just eats you all. The end. Yeah.
Who's the fairest of them all?
Yeah. Oh, Heather doesn't seem to be such a big fan of my bit of a cliffhanger, but Heather there, my sincerest apologies for sure. But why don't we go ahead and get into our third sprint at this point? Woot! Yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah. Good luck, all. Yay! That's the end of our third sprint. How'd y'all do? Woot woot.
You have enough time to think?
Yeah, I guess so. It is my turn, right? Coming up.
Mm-hmm. Did you get ninja'd by a newsletter, Kelly?
I mean, it's going. It's going. It's not terrible. I just feel like everything keeps getting pushed off to the next chapter. Oh, well, we'll get to that in the next chapter. And we'll get to that. And I'm just like, okay, well, all this stuff you're telling me is stuff I already have either heard from just other people who have newsletters or have been like told in a video format. I'm just waiting for the thing to happen, but we just keep getting to it later. And there's I have half of the book left. There's not much.
Jam-packed half.
Yeah. So that's how I did.
Okay.
I have a pizza in the oven.
Ooh, yummy.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I kept on with the writing of the poem for that sprint. So yeah, totally. Indeed. Let me see here. Heather, I tried to write, then I realized I had to make dinner for the kiddos. Okay. Nice.
I'm very excited. I bought a pizza cutter for the first time.
Oh.
I'm going to use it today.
So are you going to be taking it out for a...
For a roll.
Yeah, I was going to say like, a test drive or a test spin or a maiden voyage or something, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, should we just about wrap this round of Socaber up or so, huh?
Yeah.
So, what's that? Sorry.
I think I'm lagging because I just heard the other bit. Never mind. Just ignore me. All I heard was, so I guess we better get to, and I was like, yeah, Michael, that's what everyone's waiting on, the end of this story.
Right.
He's gone again.
Oh. Is he sort of playing hard to get a bit there?
Yeah.
So we turn the mirror, right? Straight towards Lumpy himself. And tentacles and all, sliminess and all also. But for some reason, it seems to occur to us somehow that Lumpy is most likely invincible. And so, in other words, we kind of get this feeling Lumpy cannot be killed and such, right? And Lumpy's invincible except for one weakness, which is indeed his own reflection. And so as soon as Lumpy catches sight of his own, his reflection in the mirror, it's like game over for him. Basically, he, in very accelerated, very rapid fashion, dries up and shrivels up and just like poof, like crumbles and turns to dust, and even the dust blows away off the Rainbow Road, right? And so we're kind of thinking like, well, that worked out pretty well. It's not like there's a game or something that kind of needs to be wrapped up kind of soon. But anyway, we go ahead and put the mirror back where it was. And it's then that we realize that somehow we've missed this minor detail, right? This minor detail, but the Rainbow Road indeed does continue on. And there is also a go-kart that is parked off to the side a bit. And we go ahead and we grab our trophy, right? We don't want to leave that behind.
Our blue shell, yes.
Right. And we kind of look a bit at the go-kart. And because we know a thing or two about go-karts, we can see, it's kind of like a simple go-kart, and it's got an engine of a displacement only 50 cubic centimeters. But we're kind of like, well, I don't want to be walking along this Rainbow Road if I can be driving along it in a go-kart, any go-kart, even if it is, kind of a sort of like a simpler one. So we get into the go-kart and we fire it up, and it starts fine and everything's good. And we tuck our blue shell safely away so we don't lose it and everything. And we start driving down the rest of the Rainbow Road. So, Laura, what say you?
You foiled my plan. Okay.
My sincerest apologies there.
Can I salvage it? Yes, I can salvage it. Okay.
And,
So,
hi, Regina. Hi.
yay!
Good.
So you're just getting started on the road, and you hear the horde of the undead that the Blue Fairy had risen, that were all Lumpy's victims. And you didn't know it was more than just 7 dwarves, because Lumpy had been the reason that the Appalachians had found the Rocky Mountain Wives. Therefore, all of North America that had perished in the tectonic movements are part of the risen horde.
Right.
So they are thundering down the Rainbow Road towards you.
Oh.
So at this point, you remember the mirror. And mirrors have certain properties that you pray turn out to be true. So the superstition is, for the undead, mirrors are gateways and portals to another dimension, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the only problem is there might be a limit capacity per mirror to how many can go through. So you need to make more mirrors real quick to be able to capture as many of this horde as possible. So you chuck the blue shell at the mirror behind you and shatter it into thousands of pieces to capture thousands of these denizens of the undead. So you now have a decent wake of safety space to get a move on your go-kart.
That was a good move there, though, if I may say.
So you are on your go-kart, booking it up the Rainbow Road, which leads back into the digestive tract of the mountain that ate you. And you start to go up through the track. The track ends, and you're just free flying up.
With our glider.
No, we don't got no glider.
We got
our pickaxe.
Okay.
And we chunk onto the wall with our pickaxe. So we are now free climbing up the insides of the mountain that we are going to get revenge on to get our memories back?
We
Kelly.
are one badass really the kid. So it ripped to the go-kart because it wasn't the newest Mario Kart game. Go-kart. Yeah, it's here. So we're like climbing and like, our arms are starting to ache and we just want to fall into the abyss and give up. But we don't. Because if there's one thing that we hold, Three. Okay. Three. Okay. So if there's one thing we hold closer to us than just the want of death, it is a grudge.
Right.
So we are climbing and then we start to hear like this deep laughter and the mountains begin to shake and we are pissed because these mountains are having such a good time and we're down here struggling with Lumpy and the undead. So this fuels our grudge and this fuels our will to go on. So we're just going as fast as we can. Like we ate a few tower and we are at the top. We are to get to the top and we look over the beautiful scene of the setting sun and these mountain ranges so close together and the mist that hangs above them that we can see and it's just beautiful. And so we scream at the top of our lungs a big old fuck you.
Where did we learn this language?
If we fell asleep in Appalachia, that's all I'm saying. Whoop, there went my headscarf. So then we scream that a big old F you, and the laughter and shaking stops. And then we just hear like a slow trudging of turning, and we see all of the mountains looking at us. And we go with both of our axes in hand. You got something of mine, and you're going to give it back. And let's see, we got roughly 10 minutes left of the stream. And so the mountains go, oh, dear me, where are our manners? And pluck out from one of the seven wives' head, just pluck out, they just punch a hole into their head and pull it out. And it's like, are you looking for these? And we go, yes, we are. And then they give us the memories back. And then we look down at our axe and we can read again. And we read the axe and we are dreamy. Not the last human, but the last dwarf.
Dreamy. Right.
The end.
Michael's turn.
Yeah, I think if I take one more turn, then it's like an even sort of number, like just because of how we started with Laura. Then if we end with me, we can kind of complete a certain number of cycles like that. But
the bonus chapter.
Epilogue.
Yeah.
So we're quite satisfied at this point. We can remember everything. We kind of test our memory a little bit, and everything seems to check out. And literally, there's a pretty sunset going on, and like the story feels like it has got a nice sunset going on for its ending for many ways. And we wonder whether we were in the meantime spelling Billy with a Y or an I-E actually, but we figure that doesn't matter anymore if we know our true name, which is indeed Dreamy. And so we then realize that just as we're starting to wonder how we might be getting down off of this peak that we're on, we see that there is a paraglider off to the side there. And we've played Zelda Breath of the Wild. We're a big fan of the game. So we figure, it can't be so hard. Like Link does it all the time in the game in all kinds of different scenarios. So we figure out we'll give it a shot, and we take up the paraglider, and we paraglide off of the peak. And just as we actually are about to run out of stamina, we make it to the ground, and everything, and safely and all. And so, at this point, we're really feeling pretty darn good about things. But then the darndest thing is, we notice that there is a new stick of juicy fruit gum on the ground, and we're quite partial to juicy fruit gum, and so we go ahead and unwrap this brand new stick of gum, and we start to chew on it. But as we do so, gosh darn it, it seems that this stick of juicy fruit gum is cursed or something like that. And as we chew it, we realize that we have lost all memory of how to do all mathematics. And we lose also our
I see no
our
loss.
memory of all numbers and things like that. And so we think that kind of sucks, but oh well. And the end.
What an epilogue, Michael. What an epilogue. It was set up for everything. So perfect.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Yeah, and juicy fruit of all the gums, Michael. For worse.
Oh dear. Yeah, look at this. But why don't we go ahead and call it a Socaber stream at that then?
Sounds good.
Yeah. Actually, so Capture the Words is going to be starting straight away in about 6 minutes.
Yep.
So why don't I actually just make sure that I drop the link in the chat to the playlist. So do go ahead and click on that, and I'll take you to the playlist, and then you should be good to go for the whole event. Yeah. So, but yeah.
Well,
and
yeah.
I'll be there, and I hope to see you there too also. But yeah. Thanks, Laura. Thanks, Kelly. For guest hosting. And I see that Kelly's kind of but yeah, let's go ahead and call it another gosh darned stream of that and everything. Totally, all that stuff for sure. Thanks, bundles and bunches. Bye bye. Uh-oh.